All right. Football Guys Talking Basketball, FGTB. Ted, the Oklahoma City Thunder are headed to the NBA play-in as the 10 seed. Let's go.
Well, here we go. A game that means something. I know they've played in a bunch leading up to this, but now I guess you have a toe in the dance, which is fun.
Before we dive into what's going on here with the NBA play-in, I've seen some things, and I just want to clarify something. And I feel like you're the perfect person to ask about this. I keep seeing things that say, like, oh, the Thunder's postseason drought ends at 2 years. Am I wrong to not consider, like, I think you should, I guess when you say postseason, that's true. It's not the same as playoffs, though. If the Thunder do not make the actual playoffs, I will view it as the drought is still taking place. But it seems like other people are saying, I've seen a lot of stuff, people saying this Thunder streak of missed postseasons is over at 2. I guess it's just a phrasing situation here, a semantic situation, but that ain't how I see it.
Yeah. You can't, postseason is technically true, but
you can't call the play-in the postseason with come on.
Right. You have to be in a postseason series. You have to be in a series.
There you go.
For it to really count. Like, you can't, you're not in until you're in a series. So
there's someone listening to this that's going, hey, is it the regular season anymore? And I would go, no, it's not. Is it after the regular season? Why, yes, it is. This is after. So would you say it's post season?
Yeah.
Technically, yes, but we're saying we don't care. I think that's our official position.
It is post season, but pre-playoffs.
Yes. Perfect. Perfectly stated, sir. So we want this team to make the playoffs. But I will say, youngest team in the NBA, making the play-in. This is, we didn't really expect this, right? No. But it's going to be a lot of fun. They will take on the New Orleans Pelicans on Wednesday night at 8:30 in what is the 9-10 game. So just a reminder how the play-in works. The winner of the 9-10 game will play the loser of the 7-8 game, right? So the winner of the 7-8 game becomes the 7 seed, and then whoever wins between the loser of the 7-8 and the winner of the 9-10 becomes the 8 seed. So if the Oklahoma City Thunder makes the actual playoffs, not the postseason, but the playoffs, then the only way they can do it is by beating the Pelicans, then beating the loser of Lakers Timberwolves. And then if they do that, they will play as the 8 seed in a playoff series against the number one seeded Denver Nuggets.
What a reward, right?
Lil Jokic.
Yeah. But hey, again, just like we've been, even if they weren't going to make the play-in, we were talking about how good this experience is for those guys, right? And if I remember right, before the Thunder made that big run, weren't the Lakers the 1 seed, and they win 1 or 2 games in that one, and that was kind of their first appearance, and they learned a lot from that and started the climb.
Yeah. So you look at the matchup on Wednesday night. Thunder have played the Pelicans 4 times this season. Pelicans have won 3 of those 4. But the Thunder losses were by 4, by 3 in overtime, and by 3. So especially Zion not coming back for the Pelicans. We know that. But
shocker.
I am shocked. Some dude has missed 3 months with a hamstring. I've looked it up. He got hurt on January 2nd and is still not back.
Well, yeah,
that's crazy.
That's the latest. That's like this hamstring. That's not the other 2 or 3 times it's happened.
Oh my gosh. But I think that Herb Jones is a tough matchup for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's one of the guys in the league that I think guards Shai the best. But hey, if you can get Brandon Ingram to miss some shots, I mean, who knows what'll happen? Who knows? But the fact that they are going down to New Orleans for a must-win game, it's awesome. I mean, it's awesome.
In front of a bunch of eyeballs, like
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna get, I don't know how many national broadcasts they've had this year. Can't imagine it's been a significant amount, but here's one that's going to have a lot of people across the league, watching and obviously talking about how young and exciting this team is and what the future looks like. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I think they can win that game. And then if the Lakers can beat the Timberwolves in that 7-8 matchup, well, the Timberwolves got some issues, man. I don't know if you saw that stuff that happened on Sunday with them. Jaden McDaniels, who is, I think that dude is a stud, broke his hand punching a wall in the tunnel.
I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. Just punches a wall. You can see it. Great shot of it. Punches it, fractures his right hand. I mean, that's up there on the stupid scale.
Walls are still undefeated.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And then the whole Rudy Gobert and Kyle Anderson situation, they're in the huddle. And I think people use the term he threw a punch way too loosely. That was not a thrown punch. It was like a stern, like shoulder shove thing. It was not a thrown punch. Like, just relax, everyone. But he did push him in the shoulder during a timeout. And the Timberwolves sent Gobert's ass home during the middle of the game. It was insane. So
what's great, what I thought was great is it was just an interesting show of length. It just shows that Gobert could throw a jab and punch you from the parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
See how much ground he covered with that?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
At the end of the bench, basically.
But yeah, it seems like the Timber, now they still have Anthony Edwards, but it seems like they got some chemistry issues going on. So we'll see how this ends up working out for the Thunder. But I did go to the game on Sunday. We had like my side of the family's like Easter basically at the game, right? No SGA, no Giddey, no Dort, no Jalen Williams. Neither of the Jalen Williamses played, but it was kind of fun seeing guys like Trey Mann and Ousmane Dieng doing some good things. So in the season, get a win, easy win, even though Kenny Lofton Jr. went for 40 plus on him. Big. Well, I love watching a thick guy thrive out there on the basketball floor, but get their 40th win. Not too shabby for a team whose over-under win total was 23.5.
Man, that sucker cashed a long time ago. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. We got to cover one more thing in FGTB. Do we even want to talk about the OU basketball situation?
Do we want to? No. Do we have to? Yes.
2 words. Not great. It's not great. Jacob Groves, Joe Bamisil, Bijan Cortez, CJ Nolan, Benny Schroeder, all in the portal. Jalen Hill going through the draft process, but also entered in the portal. That one hurt, man. Mm-hmm. I love that guy. That one hurt bad.
I do too.
And he's highly. I don't think he's going to be a guy that gets drafted. So it's going to hurt if he's playing college basketball somewhere else next year. It's going to hurt because he just felt very OU, right? And the fan base loved him. But Sherfield entered the draft. In my opinion, he's not an NBA player, but wish that guy the best of luck. Yeah. Porter's got to build it all over again, man.
3 years in a row, brand new team.
Oh, this is not how you typically, right? There's exceptions to everything, but this is not how you build. It's not how you build a successful program, man. This is brutal.
Yeah, it's tough. Like this is the bad side of the transfer portal, right? Is you don't have any time with anyone to really develop your chemistry, and which is like he's more of like a system guy, and those teams are usually good whenever you have a bunch of seniors that have been in a system for a long time, right?
That's what he was doing at Loyola Chicago.
That's right.
That's why he
So
got this job.
it makes it incredibly difficult to be able to pull that off. I hate that for him because I think he's a really good coach. I think he does a lot of really good things, but you can't 3 times in a row be expected to build a team from scraps. You just can't do it.
It is absolutely crucial that Porter Moser holds on to Otega Oweh and Milo Suzanne.
Yeah.
It could be catastrophic's a strong word. But if you lose either of those guys, right, guys with that type of upside, that would be bad. He's already having to rehaul this whole roster basically again.
I was about to say, aren't we already at catastrophic?
Yeah, but if you lose Uzan, that's when, like, and you know how much I like that guy.
Yeah.
This is my biggest compliment. He moves like an NBA player. There you go.
Yeah.
That's why. Now, we saw Jerome Tang pull it off in Manhattan, right, this season with what they were able to do. He got that job, threw that roster together, and Elite Eight, they were awfully close to going to a Final Four. Do we just have to start paying guys? Like, that's how it feels, man. It feels like we need to mobilize the fan base. We need to pay some dudes to come play basketball in Norman. And I know some people may not like that, but that's how it feels.
The only way to get out of purgatory right now is to buy your way out. I feel like, unfortunately. And it's what it's become. That's what it's become. I mean, we and everyone else spend a lot of time talking about the football transfer portal, and a lot happens in it, but the basketball transfer portal is probably, I mean, it's the program maker and the program killer. Year in, year out. And unfortunately, we've been on the bad end of it.
Yeah. Maybe it'll all turn out okay.
Yeah.
Just want them to be good, I'm not expecting Final Four runs. I just want to be entertained. How about this? I just don't want them to finish dead last in the conference again. How about that?
Yeah. I feel the exact same way, and we are not off to a great start in that department, unfortunately. But we got a long way to go.
If anybody has any ideas, let us know.
Other than piling some cash into the NIL.
Yeah, that may be the only way, man. It may be the only way.